Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. And I'm going to showcase for you the construction quality of Beazer Homes, because I feel like they are doing something different in today's market. They are going a step above everybody else when it comes to construction quality. And you need to be aware of this when you're purchasing a new house. So let's get into it. You're gonna see here in this video pretty much open walls. It's way different video tour that I've been doing, but this is the Willow plan built by Beazer. This is a single story. We do have an option for a 2-story option with the same floor plan that adds an extra 2 bedrooms upstairs, or loft and bedroom. But this home is selling right now in the 600s, anywhere between 600 to 650, which makes me think, well, you can get something cheaper at this square footage, throughout the valley. So why would I buy this house at that price? This specific one is a Willow plan. They also call it the Nexus Plan by Beazer. We have a 2-car garage, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Let's go inside. So you have 8-foot doors, 9-foot ceilings throughout the house. Really nice. You'll get a doorbell, a video doorbell. In the front, you'll get the smart lock. Now, when you're walking through the house, you're gonna see a lot of 2x6s in some locations. And usually most builders are going to build with 2x4s, unless they're forced to do it for a structural reason. However, Beazer goes the extra mile and does 2x6s all on the exterior walls. What does that do? 2x6 is this size, right? Versus a 2x4 is right behind it, this size. So that allows, if you think about it, how much insulation can you put in this width versus a 2x4, right? That's a lot more insulation. So all your exterior walls are going to have more insulation. On top of that, it's not just regular insulation in here. They put this little mesh first, and then they blow into it with this. It's a little wet. It's like a damp, wet insulation. And the reason why they do that is because it becomes more compacted when you throw it in. And it is a nice compacted, it's kind of like it has the consistency of, one of those pillows, the memory foam. That's what it feels like. So it's a nice, thick, padded insulation that literally covers every crevices inside the wall, making it a nice insulated wall. Okay. Also, the windows, this is pretty standard throughout the whole valley. It's not like they're doing anything different, but they have argon gas, dual pane, so it makes it way more energy efficient, as well as sound insulation. This is going to be a lot better. That's for the insulation on the exterior walls throughout the house, which is great. Adding extra cost to their building, yes, and that's why they have to charge more for the house. As far as your insulation inside the attic, that's a different kind of insulation that they use, because as you can see, all your attic space is going to be insulated as well. Normally, what you would get into a house like this one is a drywall on the ceiling, and what they do is they go into the attic from your from your attic access. It's probably on the other side. But what they do is they go in and then they blow this insulation on top of this drywall that is sitting here, your ceiling, right? They just blow it in and it's just sitting on top. And usually the insulation that they blow, either it's a blow-in insulation or a insulation batt, which is like a regular kind of insulation. It doesn't really take up all the space up there. You have a lot of inefficiencies when it comes to energy. Look at this one instead. This is a spray foam insulation. It's a very hard insulation, and you can see how it goes into every little pocket. There's literally no air coming through that. So it's very sealed tight, which means you also don't need any venting from the outside in your attic. Usually older homes, including my house, for example, we have vents on the sides of the house, on top from the roof, letting in air so that in the summer, especially here in Vegas, when it gets to 140, 150 degrees in the attic, what you do is you have a little bit of venting that allows for airflow, so it doesn't go and get even hotter than what it does. What does that do also? Also, protects from pests. Kids now. I guess kids could be pests, but no, pests like bugs or whatever it is that could come through those vents, or even dust. We have a lot of dust here in Vegas, so coming through those vents is going to get into your attic. It's going to make it very dusty. Over time, over 20, 30 years, imagine how much dust you're going to have into your attic. So that's one of the things when it comes to that. You're also going to get these vents right here, or a jump duct, and we'll go over what that is on your doors. That's in order to allow proper airflow. So when you have your lungs inside, usually they're in your attic, but in this case, I'm going to go through it right now. It's over there inside the house. There's a reason why. What it does is it allows for proper airflow. So this is where the air comes out of. You see the HVAC ducts up there, and it comes out from these vents. But then if you throw air inside a room, it has to come out from somewhere, right? Where does it go? Usually it goes underneath your door, right? Instead of going through your door and slamming it every time it turns on, what it does, it goes through that vent or the jump duct that I'll show you later. And that allows for proper airflow through from the bedrooms, comes out from here, and then the air will go back out and it will go to your AC return, which should be, where's the AC return? It's right there. You see those big ducts right there, bringing it back into the main, into the lungs of the house, which is right in that closet. And this in your house is going to be a closet. It's not going to have the glass. They put the glass so they can show you what it is. But it's your HVAC system. And this is the lungs of the house, if you think about it. So this is where it pushes out the air. It comes in from here, goes into the unit. It pushes it back out. Okay. Now on top of that, what they do add, something completely different from all the other builders, is this energy recovery ventilation. When you usually have a house that is so sealed tight, like this one, what happens is all the air gets kind of stale inside the house because you're recycling the same air in and out, in and out. So what that does is it allows to bring some air from the outside, mix it with the old air, the stale air, and recycle new air all the time. So you don't get that stale air inside your house. So this is your forced air unit, FAU. That's where the air comes in from, and then it goes out from here, goes into your ducts, which goes throughout the house again, and it pushes it out from all your vents. That's why, now, why do they put it inside the house, right? You're like, well, why do they do that? First of all, because it's very quiet. It's a very quiet unit, one of the best that they have. And the second reason why is because you are now working in an air-conditioned space. So what does that mean? That HVAC unit is working at, let's say, 80 degrees, 75 degrees, whatever you have the house temperature at. That's gonna make this unit work way less compared to a unit that is inside the attic without this insulation. Okay, already being in this attic, it would have been way better for this unit because that attic is probably gonna be like 5 degrees difference, hotter or colder compared to the house, right? That is air conditioned. But what it does is they're bringing it even inside the house, so it's literally at the room temperature, and that's going to provide you. It's going to provide you, like compared to a regular resale house or any other builder that just spray foams in the insulation inside your attic. That unit would be working at 140, 150 degrees throughout the summer, which reduces your lifespan of your HVAC. Very important. Very important if you're in it for the long term. You also get a low voltage wiring enclosure. This is what they call the smart panel. And you'll be able here to really connect all your internet. You can do your security system. When you connect to your internet modem, you can connect all the wiring for your Ethernet cable, the Cat 5, Cat 6. Let's say you have an office space, or let's say you have cable. You can all connect it through here. And then this is gonna go inside the walls to wherever you need to go. That is not unique to Beazer. Every builder has this, but that's what it is. Now, to cover again what the other builders do, this is probably the average builder. It will be a regular insulation bat, which is what you see here. If you could touch this is fiberglass. Good thing you can't, because it gets you very itchy when you touch it. But it is very soft. It's kind of like cotton candy. That's what it looks like it even. On top of that, look at the felt paper that they use. This felt paper is what they put on the outside before they put in the stucco. This is really what protects your house from getting the rain, the water inside your house. So it's kind of like a water barrier, okay? As well as wind barrier, but it's mostly for water. That allows you to keep the water outside the house. And this felt, it's good, and it will last you many years here in Vegas because it doesn't really rain. But Beazer goes the extra step. They use the dew point, water barrier. And this one is a very good material, very thick, very wind resistant, that I've seen only really Pulte use something similar to this. Pulte uses Tyvek. They use Dew Point. Very similar products, and they compete with each other, but it's the extra step. So this is going to be having, let's say, a way longer, a way longer lifespan as far as this felt paper compared to, let's say, the regular standard. This one feels like real paper, if that makes sense, versus that is more like a plasticky feel. Okay. Now, flex wrap, window flashing, that's pretty much every builder. Same with the windows. Quick flash flashing, we talked about that too. High performance windows, as I mentioned, when you touch these windows, really on the inside, it's going to be whatever temperature it is on the inside of the house. Now, you will still feel a little bit of heat coming in from the sun. Like if you put your hand underneath, you're going to feel that heat hitting your hand, but it's not going to be as strong as, for example, putting the like when you have a standard window. So you can even see the difference. I don't know if you can see on the video the difference in color from those bricks to this bricks. That's because this one has kind of like a reflective, a reflection layer that keeps the UVs out. And you can see, really, I can see it through this video. This is way lighter compared to this one. And if you put your hand here, you can feel the sun beating on your hand way more than what it would feel on this one, even though this is still a dual pane window. Okay, but again, this is something that all the builders do anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, I didn't want to keep this video too long, but this is very valuable information for anybody buying a Beazer home. And a lot of people, really judge Beazer, and they judge it because they had a really bad experience with their PR. I'm sure most of you viewers have seen it online, where they go and they had a bunch of houses have foundation issues in North Las Vegas. That is a specific issue that they had in that community because they did not do the proper due diligence before, and they did not prep the land, because in North Las Vegas we have what's called expansive soil, where if you don't treat it before you build a house, you're going to have a lot of issues with the foundation. And that's probably what happened. Not sure 100% what happened, but that's what I'm assuming it is. Refrigerator, this is the same everywhere. Total water wellness, I'm not sure what the water filtration system. There's nothing really special about that. Dishwasher, these are all energy efficient because they're brand new. As far as your concrete, it's not going to look like this. This one, they even finished it to make it nice and clean. It doesn't look like this. It's just regular concrete, which doesn't matter really. Now, as far as your bathroom here, we have what's called a Schluter. Schluter is the brand. They also do that Schluter on the side. That's really what allows. Hi there. Hey, how you doing? Did I lock it? Did I lock that? I thought I locked it. Sorry about that. No, you're fine. But yeah, this is a Schluter Curdy that they use, which is the waterproofing. in the bathroom. Again, I only know one other builder, which is also Pulte, one of my other favorite builders, that provides this kind of quality inside the bathrooms. That's before you put in your tile. Again, it might be an overkill, but it's nice. It's way more, it has a way longer lifespan compared to the regular paint that they use that goes into the bathrooms before your tile goes in. And just doing a video.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I'll catch up with you later.
All right. Thank you. Now, inside your bedroom, all the flooring is going to get a moisture barrier. This specific flooring also has that included, which is also, if you think about it, let's say you have a pet or something, it's also waterproof. So let's say pet has an accident, that accident is not going to go inside your foam and spread out in the foam. It's going to stay on top, and then you can clean it off if you want to clean it off. You know, you don't have to replace this as often as, for example, a regular spongy carpet subfloor. Okay. All right, we're almost there. We got a couple more things we need to talk about. Oh, super cool. And I noticed, and I figured this out before when I built the last home in the Northwest for my client. I'm gonna go outside and show it to you, but inside you're gonna get, it's either that moisture barrier carpet that prevents humidity from coming up, or this kind of moisture barrier. Now, again, this is an overkill here in Las Vegas. We don't need these products to be inside the house. This is a moisture barrier that goes underneath your LVP. In Vegas, we don't have humidity. Rarely does it rain. And even if it does rain, we don't have water coming up. It's like way of an overkill. But sometimes, you know, it's nice to get something a little bit more, how do you say, time-proof, where you don't have to worry about those things. It's nice to have a high-quality home, you know what I mean? Now, in your primary, I don't see anything really that we need to talk about. Everything is pretty standard here. You can customize these homes the way you want them, make it look really nice, add a door here, all that good stuff. One last thing I wanted to mention is, okay, here's one thing I forgot to mention, is the energy efficiency. They are the #1 energy efficient home builder, hands down, out of all the builders. There are 2 more builders that are close second, but they are the best. And that would be #2 is KB, which they do energy efficient homes, but they're way lower quality compared to Beazer. Or Pulte is the #3. And they do also really high quality, but they don't go that extra mile that, you know, that Beazer goes. Now, is that a deal breaker? Not really, because this is all an overkill. And sometimes if I am talking to my clients, we are talking about their house and everything. Sometimes Beazer doesn't offer the best design out of all the builders. They spend more of their money into the quality of the house, the energy efficiency, the waterproofing and everything in the house, which makes it a really good option, okay? But here's what I want to show you. Foundation insulation. Again, I think this is an overkill, but it's nice to have, and you got to be aware of it. All the insulation, all the foundation gets an insulation barrier on the outside, even on right here. There's nothing from the ground here touching the insulation. So there's no water coming in or any kind of humidity going through the side and going into your house because it's all perfectly insulated. Then all the floors inside the house from the concrete, right? Let's say there's water underneath here. The water doesn't go up because we talked about the moisture barrier, right? And it is completely waterproofed throughout the whole foundation, which is really nice. One more thing that Beazer offers that other builders don't offer. So really good home. And would I buy a Beazer home after the PR that they had and all those issues? Oh, I gotta show you the garage really quick. And the answer to that is yes, I would. I would definitely buy it. The only reason why I wouldn't buy this house It is maybe because of their design. I do like their floor plans, they're really good. But sometimes, there's some things that you can't change, right? So if you have a certain specific need for a floor plan, then you might be better off going with another builder, maybe a Pulte or someone else that offers that kind of quality still. But let's check it out here. This garage. Now the garage is gonna not come with this, flooring here. This is I forgot the name of it, but and what you have is energy efficiency also in some factors such as solar panels. Every community here in Las Vegas comes already with solar panels. That is going to at least, and so the energy efficiency makes the house way more efficient. So which lowers already your bill, your energy bill. But then on top of that, they put in solar panels to cover most of your bill. Some people don't even have a bill with these solar panels that they have. Everything in the house is electric, by the way. You cannot get gas. That's another reason why some people really don't want it, because there's some people that really need that gas stove. That's something you cannot have anymore with Beazer. They used to, but not anymore. Oh, there's the Tyvek home wrap, DuPont. It's still the same product as the Pulte, so never mind. DuPont is the specific felt that they use, but that's something that is different from the Pulte, but still same brand. You're gonna get also a plug for your EV in all the Beazer homes. It's gonna come included with the base price. You're not gonna get a Tesla Powerwall. That's something that you can add yourself. You will get a solar system on top. The solar system is gonna be 3.2 kilowatts. For this house, the way it's energy efficient, this home, it's gonna cover almost all your bill if you really don't use the AC or the heater that much, but it will cover quite a bit for most people, okay? And then you'll have a bill of maybe $50-$60 a month on this house. And that's if you use a little bit more, the AC. Or let's say then if you do, for example, you have an extra car and you drive quite a bit, then in that case, it might be a little bit higher, that bill. So it might go up to 100, 150, because you're using now all that power from you driving so much from your house. Now you're saving, let's say $300-$400 in gas and paying $100 in power, but that's still better than that. But here's what you can do, and this is what I did on my house. I installed extra panels. I don't have a Beazer home, it's just a regular house. But I installed panels. So now I have a Tesla, but the sun really powers my car and my house. And you can do that with this house, because I still pay for a gas bill for the heating at my house, but this is all electric, this house. So you can really, if you add, let's say, another 10 panels, it might cost you $10,000-$15,000 more. You will have your whole bill covered, even if you have an EV vehicle. Now imagine that, you don't have an energy bill. Maybe you have to pay the connection fee to have the energy. What is that, $15 a month? But that's it. You have an energy bill, you don't have a gas bill or a charging fee from your house. You get a brand new home, very energy efficient. That's a lot of savings every month. It could really add up really fast. So that's what you get with Beazer. You also get the soft water loop, all that good stuff. Energy efficiency here is going to show you for the regular home, which is a regular use home. That's 130 on the SEER ratings. Typical new home is 73. That's probably not on the top 5 list homes. So a regular new build home is 73. A Beazer ready home, I'm not sure what the difference is here. The Nexus is this specific floor plan, maybe because it's a single story, it's a little bit more energy efficient, I'm not sure. But it's at 12. That is really, really low. So your energy efficiency is one of the main factors that Beazer really goes off of to try to build the best home possible. Even your garage door is going to be insulated. Anything they can do to try to get more energy efficiency in the house, they do it. Especially here in Las Vegas, where you have temperature that in the summer they can get up to 110, 115 degrees on the worst days. You want to be able to have that energy efficiency to keep your costs down and also have a nicer, healthier home. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. Just want to show you guys what Beazer had to offer. So this is more of an educational video for those buyers that are looking to buy a Beazer home. But reach out to me if you guys are looking to buy a home. If you found value in this video, you saw everything that Beazer has to offer, and you appreciate it, then use me as your realtor, because that experience that you get with the builder, with a realtor like myself, really helps you when you're trying to make a decision to buy a house. Maybe something like this you would have never known about unless a realtor like myself brought it up to you. So really important. Buying a house is not an easy thing, so get an expert. Maybe you have a realtor that does have all this knowledge, hire them. Get a realtor to represent you while you're going to a new builder. It is really important. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys on the next video.